it's Heather and I'm so excited because it is time for our weekly haul. I want to show you all the stuff that I've been sent, that I have bought, because I've gone to Sephora, I've gone to Ulta, and we're not just going to talk about the makeup, I'm not just going to hold it up and show you, but I actually have 5 eye tutorials in this video for y'all. It's going to be a big try on haul. It's going to be a lot, but I am so excited about it. It has been an amazing week for indie releases. I've bought some things too, so I want to show you everything. It's gonna be so fun. Let's jump into it. Let's talk about this launch from Clionadh. I absolutely love Clionadh, and they are like most famous or most known for their multi-chrome shadows, the stained glass collection, and they do a lot of single shadows. But years and years and years and years ago, they did a couple of palettes, the Archeo and Paleo palette. They are back, but new, updated, the 2024 version, and we have a brand new palette, Oceano. So I want to show you looks with all of these and swatches. I'm just so incredibly excited. We'll start with Paleo. This is the palette that I'm wearing today. And first of all, the cover looks so cool and the text here is raised. So really, really nice packaging. Inside, not only do we have this gorgeous color story with all these beautiful embossings on the pan, but we also do have a nice large mirror, and I appreciate that so much. I really like this mix of colors and I love Clionadh. I'm gonna keep saying that. These palettes are all handmade in Canada. I did double check that on their website to make sure, because I want to let you know they are pricey palettes. They are at a higher price point, but they are all handmade in Canada. So I will link to the Clionadh site down below as well. I do have an affiliated code with Clionadh, and as we talk today, I will pop my codes on the screen if I have any. They're always in the description box too. Browns and blues just pair so well together, and I absolutely love the look that I created with this palette. I wanted to do something very neutral, but I wanted to pull in that multi-chrome. I wanted to just create something a little different with this palette, because if you're like me, a lot of times with palettes that have like a mixture of neutrals and color like this one does, my eye goes straight to the color. So I was looking at the blues in here, but I wanted to pull in and show you like a neutral eye look with these. This is the first time that I'm using the palette. I just got these in a few days ago, so of course I will follow up a review in the future once I've used all the shades on my eyes multiple times and really give you my thoughts. But I have been using Clionadh for years and years. I'm very familiar with the formula, and I'm so happy with this palette. I was planning to purchase these palettes and Clionadh did send them to me. I always like to let you know what I purchased, what was sent to me. Now let's talk about the Archeo, however you want to pronounce it. Again, the raised lettering on the packaging, really beautiful. The nice big mirror inside. And something I want to point out in each of these palettes is there's beautiful embossings in the pan. So you have different like elements printed in there. Here on this one, we do have a star and a bone and fossils. Really cool. I should have pointed out really quick, in the Paleo palette, we have a dinosaur, we have crystals, we have fossils, like multiple different things. I'm sure you could see it in the close-ups, but back to this. I just wanted to make sure that I showed y'all and pointed that out. We have like a little magnifying glass, super cute. Absolutely beautiful palette. I like that each palette isn't trying to be the same as the other either. Like we have all mattes here and then all of our special shades down on the bottom, whereas in the others they're kind of mixed. I don't know, like I just appreciate that. I feel like it's very well thought out, and I think this color story is really beautiful. We have a lot of pretty like earthy muted tones. These Clionadh mattes are very pigmented but also easy to work with. I didn't struggle with creating a look with any of these. The shimmers give me exactly what I want them to give me. I always spray my brush whenever I use a shimmer just to give me a little extra intensity, make sure I'm not getting a ton of fallout, things like that. That's my preferred technique, and I found all of these shimmers to be insanely gorgeous. I've been purchasing from Clionadh for so long, y'all. Like I remember setting an alarm on my phone, running to the bathroom at work so I could go in, get on my phone and order my Clionadh shadows. Some of their stained glass shadows are running like $25 US each because they're handmade, multi-chromes, and they're just so beautiful. So beautiful. I will link to my Clionadh playlist for y'all to check out because I really love the brand. I've been a fan for such a long time. And I've always felt that Clionadh had a great matte formula. I've always wished that they would give us some more mattes because they really do them well. We just rarely get them. So I'm extra excited about the palettes having mattes in them too, even though of course for me, I love a shimmer, I love a sparkle, I love everything like that, so I'm always the most excited for those. I'm like a little raccoon. I told you, a little sparkle raccoon I just want. Oceano, again, we have the raised lettering on the packaging, really nice. A nice big mirror, and look at this color story. It's so pretty. And again, with this one, my eyes immediately were thinking like, okay, it's a blue palette with a couple of other pops, but really these two greens, being very warm greens, are so special in this palette. I also love that we have two coral shades, not just one. We have a purple shifting multi-chrome. We have a green and a kind of like emerald green up in the corner as well. And in the pans on these, we have a manta ray, coral, like a wave. It's very special, y'all. These are magnetic pans, so you can pop them out and rearrange them if you like to. I don't do that with my palettes, but I know that is something a lot of people really like to do, so I always like to point that out because I also know that is expensive to do, and so it does kind of factor into the cost of what you're getting because they're not just gluing those pans in and sending them on their way. They're making sure the pans are magnetic. The base of the palette is magnetic so that you can kind of swap and move them around. And oh my gosh, this palette is just so pretty. The quality of every single shadow is top notch. It's exactly what I expect from Clionadh. I have some more things from Clionadh I want to share with you. Now, back in April, I went to Creators and Friends and I did a live haul showing you all of my Clionadh goodies that I got, but I wanted to show you swatches of the newest singles that they launched. In case you're not a palette person, but you want to try Clionadh, I know I showed these in my live haul, but I didn't get to really swatch you and show you all the specialness of the new singles, and these are available on the site now. So I just wanted to go ahead and show you those swatches in case it was helpful to you. I wanted to include them because I know I've been using these and things like that, and I show when I wear them on Instagram, but I don't think I've swatched these all out here for y'all on YouTube, so I wanted to make sure and do that. At Creators and Friends, I actually got to try two of their highlighters as well, the Quench and the Sour highlighter, and I placed an order for some, and then Clionadh ended up just gifting me them. I was like, I love that formula so much, I need it, so I bought those, and we have so many fun shades. The shade that I'm wearing today, of course, is the shade Juicy. It's so pretty. I love the theme of Fruitlighters, and I already knew that I liked Clionadh highlighters for the face because I had tried their dragon fruit highlighters that launched with that collection. I'm not sure if that one's still around, but it was really amazing products. Like, I still use those. I still love those. I think it's been restocked for the last time, so like I said, it may be completely gone now, but I'm like, I just need the highlighters. I'm only missing one now, and that one is sold out, so I'm gonna be stalking the website, checking for an update because I need the full collection. I'll be buying that as soon as I can. These are very sparkly highlighters, not a chunky glitter, but you can see I like because they give my cheek this very like wet effect. That's what I'm going for. So super beautiful. I can't say enough good things about Clionadh. It's a woman-owned brand, well, women-owned brand. It's two sisters that own and run the brand, and it makes me so happy to see the brand like growing and thriving. My Sephora order finally came. It came last weekend, so I've had these products almost a full week now, and I want to kind of talk about them because y'all, if you're not new here, know my love of DeNessa. If you're new here, hey, my name is Heather, and anything DeNessa puts out, I'm like, tell me about it. Yummy Skin Lift and Flex Concealer. I was like, okay, I know I'm probably gonna be shade 8. It says medium with olive undertones, but I'm like, even with that description, the model that it was on, I was like, it may be too dark for me. So I'm like, let me buy 8 and let me buy 7 too. And I have to say, I think these run light. I should have listened to the description, not what was on the model, because there is shade 8 and it's great for this bright under eye that I have today. I really am liking this formula. I've worn this every day since I got it, every day that I've worn makeup. So I've probably only worn it like 5 or 6 times, but still I had to show y'all. And I bought shade 7 too. And 7 is a bit lighter. 7 was more golden undertones, and I can definitely see that. So I do really like shade 8, but I also think I need a little bit of a deeper shade for days when I don't want to go super bright under the eye and I want to go for something a little closer to my skin tone. But no full review yet. I really have to test and try concealer before I give you my review, and I will do that as soon as I use it some more. But so far I think it's really pretty. The applicator does not put out a ton of product, so I do have to kind of dip in a good bit. I also bought this new powder from Tarte. This is the Creaseless Setting Powder, and I bought the shade Yellow. So I've been using this probably 3 or 4 times now, and I am using it under my eyes today, and I think it's really nice. So far, it reminds me of the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Powder, but maybe not quite as matte as that. So I'm gonna keep playing with it. I really like this packaging, like this kind of iridescent mermaid-esque packaging. I don't know. And then something else that I like is that it does come with a little puff. I didn't use the puff yet. It's so tiny though. It would be perfect for travel. I usually use my sponge or a large puff, but I do think this powder is nice so far. I mean, it's got a nice like well in here where you can put that sponge. I just took it out to keep it clean until I could like show y'all. And so far, so good. I love a yellow powder, peach if I want to do some like extra brightening and color correcting. But yellow is usually my go-to. I don't know why. I'm putting it back in the box. I don't need the box anymore now that I've showed y'all. But I'll have a review on this ASAP. I just have to use it like a lot before I can tell you like this is my full thought. If I give it my like stamp of approval or don't waste your money on this type of thing, you know. I bought some more magnetic palettes from Adept Cosmetics. I love these magnetic palettes. These are their Infinity Stack palettes. I have a couple of these already that I bought, and they're just like my favorite empty magnetic palettes. So they have the clear top so you can see your single shadows inside, and it just has the Adept logo. I end up putting stickers all over mine. I just love like putting pretty stickers on these. And on the inside, you can just fit all your single shadows or whatever you want. I'm thinking like my Salt New York cream face products I could stick in here. I really like these with the clear top. So I bought 2 of these, and let me show you because these are on the Adept site and they're also on Amazon. So if you have 2 like this, they stick together. So you can have them like this and they don't fall apart because they kind of like magnet stick together, and you can treat them like a dual-sided palette. I really like that. I don't know. I bought 2 more. I have single shadows that I need a home for, so I'm going to stick them in here. So I purchased those from Adept, but today Adept is launching a new palette, and they did send me this palette. It is the Legend of Ardra palette, and I won't go on and on about this because I did upload a video sharing looks with this palette. I think it's so incredibly gorgeous, and I showed you like some different color combos in there, swatches like inside, outside. I really worked to make that a great helpful video for y'all because this is a limited edition palette that Adept says there's no plans to restock right now. So we have the beautiful Adept formula, and I mean, of course I love Adept. It is a favorite for me. I collabed with Adept. We just restocked the Heather Austin palette. So obviously I love the brand so much. And this palette, I think this color story is so unique and fun, and I created another look with it that I want to show you because it's just a very easy, effortless palette. Something that you can do quick, run out the door looks, or you can do really detailed, dramatic looks. There's really beautiful color combos in here. There's a lot you can do with this palette. I enjoy it so much. But again, I do have a whole video on it. I do have a code with Adept. You can use Heather to save on their website. This is the prettiest packaging I have ever seen in my life. Honestly, like I'm over the moon in love with this palette. Like, I want to wear this. It's so gorgeous. I went in store to Ulta and went a little wild. I really went in just like, I want to see if they have something that's new. I want to swatch. I want to get a new pencil sharpener. That was the main thing I went in for. And I did get that. And a lot of other things. A lot of other things. But I saw the Lipstick Lesbians talking about this pencil sharpener from Ulta. And I'm like, I need that pencil sharpener. And let me show you like why I think it's special, even though it seems like such a basic. But listen, I saw it on Instagram and I'm like, sold. Give it to me. This is a pencil sharpener that has all these different sizes, and that is so important. So to me, that is so important when I'm like loving makeup, playing with makeup all the time, always needing a sharpener. So instead of having a bunch of sharpeners for different sizes, you have one. You have one, and it has different sizes, like 5 different sizes of pencils can be sharpened, and I'm so happy to have this. I know that's not like the most exciting thing, but when I tell you it was so exciting for me when I found one in store, I was like, yes, I'm pretty sure I bought the last one. I bought a few things that probably aren't super exciting to you. I bought another Morphe micro brow pen. I love this. I use it all the time. I think it's like $8 and I constantly repurchase. I buy the shade Chocolate Mousse. I am wearing something different in my brows though. I'm wearing this. I picked this up from NYX. This is the Powder Louder Brow Pencil. And when I saw this on the display, I was immediately thinking about the one that Benefit launched. I bought that one and I didn't love it. It's supposed to like fill in your brows quickly and be like a pencil to powder formula and make them look thick and all of that. So I was like, but I'm like, let me just swatch it and see. And I felt like the texture of this one from NYX was a little softer. So I thought it would be easier to work with than the one from Benefit. I am wearing it in my brows today, and I've worn it a couple of times now, and I just don't know if I'm loving it. But I'm definitely not hating it. So it's gonna take some more getting used to, but I do really like a super tiny brow pencil like the Morphe. So I don't know that this will be a favorite for me, but I'm gonna keep testing it and see if maybe like it kind of grows on me, because I do feel like in pencil form like this, you get a lot more product, a lot more uses. So time will tell and I'll follow up. I love my Urban Decay Face Bomb Foundation so much, so I just bought a deeper shade because my Urban Decay is so light right now, and I do love it. So I have a whole video doing a wear test and everything talking about this foundation, but I have to really make sure I bronze it up and use a concealer that's not too light when I use it now. So I'm like, let me just buy a darker shade because I already know I love the formula. I bought a lash from Juvia's Place and I have misplaced one of the lashes. It's gonna turn up. It's okay. Like, I probably set it somewhere and I don't know where it is. I also bought this powder from Polite Society. This is More Than a Pretty Powder Pore Minimizing Loose Setting Powder. I've only worn this once, and I don't know that I'm gonna love it. I don't know that I'm gonna love it. I bought the shade Universal Translucent. They only had peach, pink, and translucent, and I have 2 peach setting powders that I'm loving right now. So I'm like, let me just get the translucent. And it is very, very, very finely milled. And I heard so many people say it's great for oily skin. I've only worn it once and I didn't love it, but I will say I was also testing a new foundation that day, so it may have been the foundation, not the powder. I'm gonna have to come back to you on this one. I do like this kind of sleek packaging. I've never tried the brand before, the Polite Society, but they had it in store and it was actually like in my Ulta online cart. So I'm like, let me buy it, let me try it, let's see if it's good. These Morphe lip glosses were on sale. They were like half off. So I decided to buy because I love a sparkly gloss. And I bought this gloss formula. This is their Drip Glass Gloss. I bought this when they did a collaboration with Meredith Duxbury, and the gloss was super pretty. The lip kit itself was very light for me. We have definitely different skin tones, Meredith and I. So this formula I knew I liked, and when I saw that the shimmery shades were on sale, I'm like, you know what, let me have all three. So I bought the Drip Gloss Glazed is what they're called, High Shine Glosses. They're all raspberry scented, so really, really beautiful. We have this one right here that kind of has the pinky undertone. I have this one that has more of like a coralness to it. This one is Cosmic Coral, and they all have that same raspberry scent. So you can see that one is like more sheer with the pinky tone. Then we have this one that has like more pigment that's very sparkly. And then there is a clear one. This one is called Stargaze. And I love a shimmery gloss. So this one is more like milky white. So there they are, three together. They were on sale for less than $8 each, and I'm like, I need them. Which one? I debated, and then I picked them all up, and I asked my son, I was like, do I need all three of these? And he was like, I don't know, do you? And I was like, good answer, yes. Why did I buy this palette from ColourPop? I'm so glad you asked, because it's so beautiful, and I have been lusting after it since it launched, okay? I could not help myself. It's been on my wish list, and I'm like, I don't need it. I don't need it. So I have not ordered it online, but then I saw it in store, and I'm like, Ulta, take my money. This palette from ColourPop, first of all, I really like ColourPop. I think they make great stuff. And this, just look at this color story. This is gorgeous. This is gorgeous. I love these yellowy brown shades. Like, these shades are so pretty. I love that this palette has light mattes and dark mattes, light shimmers and deeper shimmers. Did I need this in my collection? No, I know that. I definitely don't need it, but I wanted it. And I saw it, and I had no self-control, and I cannot wait to create looks with this because it's just so pretty. Like, it hurts how pretty it is. And me, with my undertone being olive and warm leaning, these type of neutral shades are my type of neutral shades, and I just think it's so pretty. We even have this shade right here that's kind of like a duochrome. I couldn't resist. I couldn't resist. Like, don't judge me, or judge me if you want to. Like, what do I care? I have the palette. I'm happy I bought it. Let's talk about the new launch from DeDe Signature, because this is like a sparkle lover's dream. This is the Chromebook Volume 1. This is full of shimmery, sparkly duochromes. This collection is available now. My code with DeDe Signature is Heather if you're shopping the site and you want to save. So pretty. We have a lot of different shades in here, kind of like all over the like spectrum in terms of color. I've only got to play with this collection once, so I'll definitely have it in a follow-up video, like a follow-up review in the future once I've been able to play with like all the shades and play with it even more. But I could not wait to dip my fingers in and swatch everything and play with everything. I think that is so fun, and it's kind of a follow-up to her Sweet Aesthetic palette, which was all matte. I created a look with that palette a few hauls back, and I thought it was really, really beautiful. But we also have single multi-chromes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 new single multi-chromes launching from DeDe Signature, and I really like that they come in this acrylic packaging. These are really, really beautiful, and I did pull in the all matte palette to create a look with these because I wanted to play with the sparkly shadows, but I wanted to incorporate mattes too. You can definitely just do an all shimmer sparkly look if you want to. Of course, that's always beautiful, but I just thought this collection was so beautiful, and I was super excited to see DeDe Signature putting out some sparkly shades after their all matte launch. DeDe Signature is another independently owned, woman-owned brand. I absolutely love that. Adept, DeDe Signature, Clionadh, like all women-owned brands, independently owned. We love to see it. Also want to congratulate my friend Rhonda, who is Hot Mess Mama MD here on YouTube, on her newest collaboration. I am so excited for Rhonda. She is such a sweetheart. I mean, look at this. Like, she included a handwritten note in here, and I just talked on and on and on about it, all while showing you the part that had my address. So I'm like, oh, that could have been a mistake. I've gotten to meet Rhonda twice now, but we have been online friends for years, and I don't care what anybody says. Like, online friends are real friends, let me tell you. And I've been loving her videos for so long, and just, you can tell like how genuine and authentic she is in her videos, and I love that. So when I met her for the first time last year in Vegas at an event, I was just so happy to meet her, and it was at an event with a lot of people, so I didn't get to spend a ton of time talking to her one-on-one, and I was really sad about that. But I just, like, she's so incredibly gorgeous. It's obvious in her videos and photos and everything. I mean, look at this woman. But she has a new set coming, so let me show you first. She launched a collection with Ofra, and it is at Ulta and everything. So here's her palette. I do have a video on this launch already, so I will link it in the cards for you, and her beautiful lip kit. So they sent this to me again, and I'm so happy because I want to give this to my mom. I think she is really, really gonna love this, and I'm excited that they sent that to me again because I have it and I think it's so beautiful, and I know my mom's gonna love it. So I know my mom watches my video too. So Mom, if you see this before I talk to you, I have a gift for you. But her new collection, you see, I haven't even opened it yet. Like, it just came as I was sitting down to film. This is the Sweet and Sassy Face and Lip Collection, and you get a beautiful photo of Rhonda on the back. This is launching on July 15th. I don't have a launch time yet, but if I find one, I will put it in the description box. But let me show you, like, this is so pink and so cute. Oh, this is so cute. Love, 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 love. Let me pop this out so I can do it without like having you listen to all the sounds. So here is her palette. This is the signature palette, Sweet and Sassy. I think this is so cute. So it says eyeshadow and blush and highlighter, so you can really use this kind of all over. I want to go ahead and show you swatches. This is really pretty, and I love that it's so pink. It very much makes me think of Rhonda when I see it. Like, if you had shown me this and just said, like, guess whose collab this is, I would be like, oh, that's Rhonda's. So thank you so much to Rhonda for including me in this launch, for sending it to me. I am so incredibly happy for you, and I hope we get to meet again. I got to meet up with her. I didn't finish talking about that earlier, did I? I just left you out. We didn't get to talk a lot in Vegas, but I got to see her in New Orleans at Creators and Friends in April. And I love being around her. She's such a fun, positive person. So very, very, very excited for her. Hi, I love this look so much with the Archeo palette. So I know, like, you're watching the haul. I have not, like, in my timeline, I haven't done the haul yet, but I figured I would go ahead and like wrap it up in this look because I feel like it's so simple but impactful, and I'm here for it. It's giving me like summer night vibes. Anyways, I want to know which of these products y'all want to see more with. I know we did a lot of try on, but I didn't get to use everything. So let me know what you're excited about, what you want to see. If you love hauls like this where I try on and do a haul, definitely subscribe because I do these every single week. I love a good try on haul. I hope you are having an amazing day. Hang out with me, stick around. Let's talk about makeup because I talk about makeup all the time, y'all.